Hey, I'm your host, Jen Wheeler, and this is the Healthy Her podcast. I'm a teacher, author, and foodie who went from being addicted to sugar, skipping meals, and struggling to get in control of my eating, to someone who is 10 kilos down, eats all the yummy foods without restriction, and is finally in control of my hunger. I'm obsessed with helping other health-conscious women ditch the confusion and overwhelm so they can cultivate healthy eating habits and truly thrive. The Healthy Her podcast was created to give you real talk about healthy eating, as well as easy, actionable tips that fit seamlessly into your busy lifestyle. I'm not just your host. Think of me as your healthy eating hype gal, your personal cheerleader as we chat all things healthy eating, weight loss, and mindset mastery, so you can become the healthiest, happiest version of you. So if you're ready to ditch the guilt, reclaim your confidence, and unlock the very best version of you, then you're in the right place. So let's get started. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Healthy Her podcast. I hope that you have had an awesome day so far, or if you're listening to this on your early morning walk, that it gives you your daily dose of inspiration and motivation to look after yourself and take better care of yourself. Today, I'm going to be talking about the 5 things that you need to stop wasting your time on for healthy eating, success, and consistency. Now, I want you to be honest with me for a second. Are you kind of winging it when it comes to what you eat and how you move? So you might be trying a few healthy meals from the internet, a few saved recipes that you've tried. You start strong on Monday, and then come sort of Wednesday, Thursday, everything starts to fall apart. And on Friday, you're in YOLO and eating everything in sight, and you've given up and you've just commit yourself that you'll start again next week or on Monday. Sound familiar? I'm sure it does, because I've been there too. I spent so much time just winging it, like truly just winging it and trying random things. And I can honestly say that when I actually shifted over to let's do this the right way, I worked out what I was eating. I did a diet audit, and also too, if you're interested in that, I teach that inside the Healthy Eating Hype Gal membership. As soon as you join, we do a diet audit so you can see exactly what's happening, exactly what's going wrong, and really simple steps of what you need to change in order to create success. And like I said, I've been in that space, so I know what it feels like. I would just guess. I would just wing. I would just try the different things. But like I said, having that plan and starting to work out what I was eating and having a plan for exercise and having like systems in place when I was tired, or freezer meals when I couldn't be bothered cooking. Like I had all of these things that were making it easier for me to achieve success. And unfortunately, when you do spend a lot of time just winging it and trying random things and saving someone's day on a plate, that approach is actually costing you more than what you think. All right. So you're like, oh, but I'm trying and I'm doing stuff and that counts, right? Yeah, it does, but it's actually costing you a lot more. It's costing you the mental load. It's costing you confusion. It's costing you that feeling of, well, hang on a second, this doesn't have to be this hard. This should not be this hard. So there is a lot of downsides, and there is actually a lot of things costing you when you do just wing it, when you wing what you eat, how you move, what your daily habits look like. So don't always just think that, oh, it doesn't matter because I'm just trying and I'll just keep doing that. It's a mental load. It's that confusion. It's that overwhelm. It's that fear of failure. It's that sadness, all of that stuff that comes from just winging it. All right. And the sad thing too is that while this is happening and while you're winging all of these different things when it comes to your healthy lifestyle, time is passing. And that is a sad truth. Time is passing. Your energy is being drained. Your confidence is being drained. Your confidence is being slowly chipped away because nothing feels sustainable or actually structured or doable. So like I said, it's this thing. It's like, oh, but I'm trying and I'm winging it. And winging it is not the secret to your success. All right. It's wasting your time. It's draining your energy. You're just feeling more confused. Your self-confidence is going from a 10 to a 0 because every time you try something and it doesn't work out, then you feel like rubbish and you want to start again. And you just feel like nothing is sustainable, nothing is doable, and you have no structure in your day in order to achieve success. And in today's podcast episode, I'm here to tell you that there is a different way. Okay, so today's podcast episode, I'm going to break down the 5 things that as a busy woman, you need to stop doing. You need to stop wasting your time on if you want to eat healthy consistently. And as I said, it's not that you're not trying hard enough. I know you're trying hard enough. I see you. I know you're trying. It's not about you putting in more effort. It's just that your energy is going towards all of the wrong things, okay? All of the wrong places. And that's what keeps you stuck and winging it and trying random things. So we want to pull back your energy today and get you in the right place, in the right mindset, so that you can start to put your energy towards those things that are actually going to help you feel better, that are actually going to move the needle. All right. So like I said, we want you to stop wasting time. We want you to stop chipping away at your self-confidence and your self-esteem and your energy and all of those things by winging all of these random things. So these are the 5 things that I want you to stop doing right now. Okay? Right now, because we want to put that energy towards the positive things that are actually going to make some lasting change for us. Number 1, please stop doing what someone else is doing. Stop it. Now, you can get motivation from someone. You can go, oh yeah, she's really inspiring and I want to do it. I want to be like her. I want to try that too. It's fine. If you see someone doing Pilates and you find that, oh, that looks interesting and I think that's something I could try, I'll give that a go. Go for it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about stop trying to experience success by following and doing what someone else is doing. Weight loss and healthy eating is unique to you. And as soon as you can realize that, you will start to shift out of this winging it state and you'll start to actually do things and take some action. All right. Like I said, you can use it as inspiration, but it shouldn't form the foundation of your plan. It just shouldn't. Okay. It should just add to it. That inspiration that you get should just be adding to it. So you need to stop doing what someone else is doing. All right. I did. And guess what? I had success. I did. And guess what? I made healthy eating a lifestyle. I did. And guess what? I can still eat a burger and still go to the gym and do all the things at the same time. I'm not restricting myself. But you have to stop doing what someone else is doing. All right? That's not where your secret to success lies. It's within you already. You already have all of the answers that you already need within you to succeed. Okay? It's just that you're winging it and spending all of your time focusing on other people. So stop doing what someone else is doing. Okay? Please stop. Number 2. And this is one I'm very passionate about, and it tends to be a little bit controversial when I talk about this on social media. But number 2, please stop signing up for weight loss challenges. Please stop signing up for weight loss challenges. And I find it really interesting that they are still a thing. I find it interesting that with all of the knowledge and all of the information available to us now, that this is still our main method of weight loss as women is weight loss challenges. And I want to explain to you why I don't want you to sign up for a weight loss challenge. And it is controversial because
if you're like me and you have a busy life and you want to start your day successfully, which for me is a high protein breakfast, I love using the Real Nourish products. Their pancake bake or their crumble are my favorite. Like, no brainer. There's nothing that comes close to these products. You literally make them in minutes, and when they're cooked, they make 3 generous serves. So you eat it feeling like a queen, like you are full, your belly is satiated, and you are ready to start the day. And the last thing you're going to be doing is thinking about food for a few hours. That is for sure.
Please don't get me wrong. You can lose some weight and you can eat better and feel better from doing a weight loss challenge. But here is the part that is missing. A weight loss challenge teaches you to be perfect. It teaches you that weight loss or healthy lifestyle, moving your body, eating more fruits and vegetables, getting enough protein, all of those things has an end date. Here's your start date, your weight loss challenge, and here's your end date. And that structure and that system has been stuffing up us women for decades because we go, healthy eating is something that I just turn on and I turn off. It's got a start date when I sign up for the challenge and it's got an end date and then I stop. And the problem with these weight loss challenges is they're not teaching us what to do afterwards, all right? And truth, majority of women can eat perfectly for a set period of time. They can eat perfect, they can exercise perfectly, they can do it for like 6 weeks or 8 weeks, however long the period of the weight loss challenge is. And 95% of them, after that is finished, either A, put the weight back on, or B, just go back to their old unhealthy habits, and eventually that leads to the weight gain later on down the track. Weight loss challenges are just a short-term fix, okay? You have to learn how to make this a lifestyle so that you can maintain it. Like I said, because anyone can eat perfectly for a certain amount of time, but then after that, what do? You don't know how to have a healthy lifestyle when you're tired, or to have a healthy lifestyle when your child is sick, or when you've got nothing cooked for dinner, or you need to learn these skills and learn these things so that a healthy lifestyle can be something that you maintain for the long term. And I can share this information with you about weight loss challenges because I've seen it over and over again. I've experienced it myself. They very rarely will work for the long time, that the person does the challenge and then after that they have this healthy lifestyle that they maintain. It's not common. It's so common for the weight gain to happen or for women just to go back to their unhealthy habits. So I'm really hoping that, I don't know what's going to happen in society over time, that we stop using a weight loss challenge as a method of creating a healthy lifestyle for busy women, because it is sending us the complete wrong message. And I know you're probably listening to this and you're like you could probably on one hand, like, oh yeah, okay, hang on a sec, I did that, I tried that, I did that, I signed up for this. Did any of them work long term? No. And that's why, because it's setting you up for, got to do this perfectly, I can do it perfectly. And then at the end of the date, and when the weight loss challenge is finished, then I just stop. And that's not what you can do. Okay, you have to find a way to maintain it. All right, number 3 of the things that you're not going to do anymore, things that you're going to stop doing: eating and buying everything that is labeled high protein. I know that protein is having a moment right now, okay? Same with creatine. It's just one of those things that's having a moment right now. So yes, obviously I believe in eating a high protein diet, okay? And I also believe that a lot of people take this too far, and like some amounts of protein that I've seen that people are suggesting that people need to eat, I feel personally is a little bit ridiculous. I do believe that you need to eat a good amount of protein in your day, and especially protein at your 3 main meals. But eating and buying everything that's labeled high protein is not going to solve your problems with food. It is not. You need to work out why you eat the way you do, why you can't say no to chocolate. Like, it all comes down to that relationship that you have with that food. And eating and buying everything that's high protein isn't going to solve your problems. Oh, that will help me lose weight. No, it won't. And to be honest, you need a plan that works for you. All right. So yes, you need your protein in your diet, but every single thing that you eat every single day does not need to contain protein. All right. Protein will keep you feeling fuller for longer, but it's not going to solve the bigger picture. All right. You need a plan. So you need a structured plan to follow where protein is a part of that and where protein fits in. And to be honest with you, I have seen, and it is marketing, and a lot of it is quite sneaky marketing. And I'll give you one example. So I'd seen online that this new protein cookie had become available at the supermarket, at the shops. And so I was like, okay, cool. When I see these things, I'm like you, I want to go and check them out. I want to try them, I want to see if they're any good. And I found this particular cookie in the supermarket in Woolworths, which is the supermarket that we have here in Australia. So went to the supermarket, found this cookie. It was a good big size cookie, right? And I turned over the back of it, okay? This cookie had around 15 grams of protein, okay? Good amount of protein. But on the back, this one protein cookie was over 300 calories. Now, if I'm trying to eat better and make good food choices, that's a lot of calories in one cookie. So I can have that one cookie, or for the same equivalent of calories, I could have a tub of yogurt, piece of fruit, a packet of like pretzels or like shapes or something like that. And I could also have something else. I can have all that food instead of having that cookie. And this is where women get stuck, because they see the marketing and they pick up the cookie and they're like, it's high protein, great. I'll take that, add it to my trolley. And often you can eat the cookie and you'll still be hungry afterwards. Whereas if you think about it, if you ate all the food that I just suggested instead of buying the cookie, how different are you going to feel? You're going to feel more satiated. You're going to feel fuller for longer. You're going to have more energy because you've had protein and fiber and fruit and all of those other things, as opposed to the cookie. So please stop eating and buying high protein just because it's labeled high protein. The protein that you eat has to fit into your bigger picture. Sorry, it has to fit into your plan. All right. It's not just about, okay, I'm going to go to the supermarket and I'm going to buy everything on the shelves that are high protein. And also, too, to be honest with you, some of the high protein stuff, even though it's technically labeled high protein, is disgusting. I've tasted some disgusting foods, particularly desserts, companies that market these desserts as high protein. Some of them are hideously awful and taste disgusting. Now, I don't know about you, but I would rather have an amazing small slice of cheesecake that tastes like cheesecake, that tastes really good, than eating all of this like other rubbish that just doesn't satisfy me at all. So please, when you are shopping and when you are looking at, oh, I buy everything high protein, pick it up, turn it over and have a look. Don't just focus on the protein. Okay, it might have 10 grams, it might have 15 grams. Have a look at the calories as well. It's no good to you if it's got 15 grams of protein and it's 350 calories. Okay, that is not going to help you. So again, knowledge is power. The more that you understand and the more that you know, the better you can make choices for yourself. You can take away the stress, the overwhelm, and you can start to feel confident and empowered. And honestly, in that moment, I felt confident and empowered, okay? Because I picked up that cookie and the old me would have gone, great, high protein, throw it in my trolley. But I didn't have the knowledge and the power now. And I turned the packet over and I went, you know what? That's really not good. That's not good at all. Put that back. And then I went and picked some other snacks that I want. And again, I think sometimes you make the mistake of, oh, if I can't have the cookie and then I've just got to have a vegetable. No, you don't. I listed off all of those snacks that you could eat instead of eating the cookie. So please be mindful of when you're out shopping, you don't have to eat and buy everything that's protein, and you don't have to have protein breakfast, protein snack, protein lunch, protein dessert, protein everything. You don't have to do that. Like I said, I eat enough protein in my day, felt like some cheesecake, so I'm just going to have a normal slice of cheesecake with a moderate serving. I'm going to enjoy that, and I'm going to have that as part of my healthy diet. So it does not have to be everything as being high protein. All right, number 4, and I'm so guilty of this, and I know you probably are too. Don't get shiny object syndrome. All right. Like I said, in the health and the wellness space, things go in cycles often, and there's always the latest thing. Like I said, it's protein, it's creatine, and another one is currently GLP-1s and peptides. Okay. I'm getting messages about, what peptides are you using? What do you use? What do you recommend? I'm like, don't. I just eat healthy and exercise, and I follow a plan, and I be consistent with what I'm doing. And people are like, what? What do you mean? I'm like, yes, you can actually do it the right way, a simple way, and you don't actually need any of those things. So don't get shiny object syndrome. Don't be like, oh, but if I just do peptides, all the weight will fall off. Or if I just do the weight loss drugs, it'll just happen easy and I won't have to put in any effort. That's not how it works, okay? And what happens with the shiny object syndrome that I want you to stop having is that you're doing the things. You're working out, you're drinking your water, you're showing up daily, and then you get shiny object syndrome. And you see someone that's on social media and she's banging on about peptides and how she's lost 5 kilos really quickly in peptides, and she swears by her GLP-1s. And then you go, wow, there's that shiny object syndrome. Maybe I'll stop what I'm doing and I'll go and do that instead. Okay. And what you end up doing is you can start jumping to the next new diet or new food rule all the single time, like over and over again. You just jump from the next thing to the next thing to the next thing because you keep getting this shiny object syndrome. So please stop. This is what's keeping you stuck. Focus on what you're already doing and just keep doing it consistently, and you'll get to where you want to go. All right. Stay away from new shiny diets, from new shiny things, and thinking that they'll finally offer you something that the other things won't, because they won't. They're just a shiny object trying to get your attention and trying to get you to jump on the next quick fix, the next fast thing. And I know it's tempting. It's tempting because you go, if I just take peptides or if I just take GLP-1s, and all my problems will be solved. And I've talked about this before, but I'm yet to meet a woman who has done these things and that she knows how to eat. They don't. They still skip meals or eat half a bar for lunch. These things are not a long-term solution. Like I said, they're just a shiny object in order to detract your attention away from the things that work and the things that you're actually doing. So number 4, don't get shiny object syndrome. And tip number 5 of what you are going to stop doing is you're going to stop overcomplicating healthy eating and exercise. There is a saying, a little acronym, it's called KISS. It means keep it simple, stupid. Simple works. all right? If all you can manage for dinner tonight is a bought chicken, a bag of coleslaw, and some air-fried or oven-baked potatoes, eat that. It doesn't have to be this fancy recipe or this. If it's got your protein, it's got some fiber, some vegetables, some carbohydrates, pick, you're done. Make it as easy as possible for you to eat healthy, all right? It doesn't have to be consuming recipes, fancy meal preps. It doesn't mean that it's the best, okay? The best thing is the one that you can do. It's the best. And if that's all that you can manage for a dinner, all right, or if breakfast is a bowl of oats with some protein powder and some fruit and yogurt, great. And it took you 5 minutes, do that. It doesn't mean that you're not succeeding at what you're doing because it's not this amazing recipe and this perfect everything. Keeping things simple is what works. And the reason it works is because when it's simple, it's doable. When it's simple, it's sustainable. When it's simple, it's achievable. Okay. If you make things hard and complicated for yourself, you're just not going to be able to do them and you're just not going to be able to follow through with them. And to be honest with you, and I was talking about this on my Instagram stories the other day. If you don't follow me, it's the Active Bod is my Instagram handle name. But I was talking about this on my Instagram stories the other day. And one thing that really shits me in this wellness space is that we are expected as women to make perfect meals and to eat organic and for everything to be made from scratch. And I was talking about it. And then I shared that I was eating for dinner a freezer meal. I had this like prawn linguine spaghetti, which was insanely delicious. Also, too, I get the U Foods meals. My code with them is ActiveBod200. If you ever want to shop their meals, I buy 12 of their meals. As soon as they arrive, I put them in the freezer. A lot of people don't know this. I chuck them in the freezer and then I just take them out when I want them. And so I was just talking about on my stories about how it shits me. This is the expectation that we are placing on women in today's society, that you need to make everything from scratch, has to be organic, that everything has to be perfect. And I always want to share that's what I was having for dinner that night. It was a high protein freezer meal. I was having that and that was my dinner. And it took me about 10 minutes in the microwave and I really didn't have to do anything because the microwave was doing all the work. But I always just want to keep it real. And that worked for me because that's all I could manage. And for me, is always going to be a better option than me driving down to McDonald's and getting a takeaway or ordering a pizza. Meal had everything that I needed in it. It was quick and easy. And we all just need to stop overcomplicating healthy eating and exercise and just do the simple stuff that works. Now, just before I end today's podcast episode, I just want to remind you, this is not about you doing more. You don't need to do more. You have enough on your plate already, okay? It's actually about doing less of the wrong things. So it's pulling back your energy so that you're not putting all your energy and effort into doing the wrong things. And when you stop wasting time on random diets and advice and shiny object syndrome, you actually create space for what works. Simple, repeatable habits that fit your life and work with you instead of against it. So this is your permission slip to stop overthinking it, to start simplifying it. And this is where the real change happens. And if you start to do that, you will start to create space for those good things to come your way, right? Because you won't be focusing all your energy and your efforts on all of the different things that don't work. And like I said, this is not about you doing more. It's just about shifting your energy and your focus into doing the things that are actually going to help you and that are actually going to work. Thank you so much for joining me in today's podcast episode. If you love the potty, I'd be so grateful if you could leave a 5-star review. It would mean the world to me, or send the podcast to a girlfriend. I'll let them know all about the Healthy Her podcast because I'd love to have them join us as part of our Healthy Her community. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you all in our next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to another empowering episode of the Healthy Her podcast. If you enjoyed today's chat and found it helpful, hitting that follow or subscribe button would be amazing because your support means the world to me. Come connect with me on Instagram @TheActiveBod for your daily dose of inspiration and for loads of new easy meal ideas. Take care and keep thriving. See you next week.